is written will come true. Death has been swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? The sting of death is sin. The power of sin is the law. But thanks be to God. He gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. And so he works his way back around through all of this muddy water about perishable and imperishable and mortal and immortal and alive and dead. One of the most popular television shows recently is called The Walking Dead. I have absolutely no interest. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand people's fascination with that, other than to say this. People still want to design their own heaven. They want to believe that they can figure out how to have life after death. And if they can figure out how to have life after death, then they can design that reality to suit them. The mystery is, it will suit you perfectly. Because God knows you perfectly and knows what you will find to be perfect, what you will judge perfect. So yes, heaven is already perfected for us. We don't have to design it ourselves. We don't have to figure out how to bring people back to life after they've been dead a while, or get them up and get them to walk around even though they're dead. Which just is very distasteful in the first place. But the point being, man will always have this fascination with life after death. What happens next? What happens then? And these brief glimpses that we've been given into that realm are just enough to cause some folks to go totally off the rails in trying to describe it to everybody else and sell books. And get them to send them money over, their TV or radio program. We don't know and won't know, but the truth is, death has been swallowed up in victory. Death is not final for believers. It's not final for unbelievers. For believers, it translates to perfection. For unbelievers, perfect misery. So life goes on. Paul says, thanks be to God. He gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. We don't have to fear death anymore. Doesn't mean that we want to go out and die right quick. Just means that we don't have to fear what happens with us and with our soul once we do die. And then verse 58. We've traveled through all of this to get to this wonderful verse where he says, therefore, my dear brothers, stand firm. Where? Right where you are. Stand firm. We go over this periodically. Have you noticed that? This is a recurring theme. Stand firm, church. Stand firm, Christian. Stand firm, person of faith. Mom, Dad, stand firm. Grandma, Grandpa, stand firm. God has your back. He has your future. He knows what you need. Stand firm. What is the best posture that you can achieve when your family is experiencing difficulty and challenge? Do they need to see you panic-stricken? Is that when they're experiencing major challenge, do they need to be able to sense in your voice over the telephone that you are absolutely scared to death and think that they're in big, big trouble? peace is more important than panic. It is incredibly important for us to face our realities with peace, not panic. You know? If we really believe, if we sincerely believe what we claim we believe, then we're not going to panic when it looks like things are getting tough. We're going to be able to stand firm in peace and claim the promises of God. Not a promise that I'm going to get special treatment and privilege that other people have never gotten, but a promise that God will go through this with me. That no matter what comes against us, God is with us. We're at peace. We don't panic. Although I get a few calls from time to time where it sounds like somebody is panicking. You know, they get this news or they get this information and it just overwhelms their spirit and their mind, and somebody's got to do something because, oh, all is lost. You know, the world is turning black. The clouds are everywhere. Lightning's hitting the ground all around me. I'm just, I don't know what I'm going to do. And we lose perspective in the midst of panic. Yeah. It is that we're able prisoners of war tell these stories of how they start out in that state of panic and then they begin to adjust to their reality and they begin to pull their faith. And the first thing you know, even though they're being horribly mistreated and they know that their end is inevitable, they still have peace. They're able to have enough peace that their captors will speak to that. Where, you're in a terrible situation. Why are you so happy? Why do you seem to not be upset? Well, because the Lord is with me. And you want to make an unbeliever really mad.